It's the semi-finals in Montreal. Only 4 players remain. This is the preview. Let's go through it. And we start off with our world number 1, Iga Swiatek. She's into another WTA 1000 semi-final after beating Danielle Collins 6-3, 4-6, 6-2. She reaches the last 4 and she will come back to the court less than 16 hours later to face Jessica Pegula, and she leads the head-to-head 5-2. 8 consecutive wins for Iga at the moment. And some more stats for Iga. She's always racking them up, isn't she? This one, Iga has won 117 matches in the last 2 seasons. 67 in 2022, 50 in 2023. She is the first player since Serena Williams in 2013 to 14 to win 117 plus matches in a 2-year span. 130 respectively, 78 and 52. Outrageous. Well, Iga, she just keeps on believing that she can keep breaking records and making records. I feel that she's going to have so many more in her career. And this one, a nice sign that was made by somebody in the crowd they managed to get hold of, saying she was given the sign with her name on it after beating Danielle Collins. And it was said, "I heard on Twitter you were looking for something like this." And Iga said, "For sure, I was looking for that. It's pretty great to play on this stadium because the atmosphere is pretty amazing. And despite the bad weather, the tennis has not let the crowd down. It has been absolutely phenomenal on the women's side. Some of these matches have been some of the best of the year." And another statistic for Iga as well, the world number 1. She is now certain to be number 1 for 75 consecutive weeks. And she will surpass Martina Hingis, the 12th of all time, for most consecutive weeks at number 1. Getting closer to Evert's second longest reign of 76 weeks. Remarkable achievement considering how young she is. I feel she could be in line for maybe the most consecutive weeks of all time. Is that a crazy thing to say? Let me know in the comment section. And she's going to be facing Jessica Pegula in the semi-final. These two seem to always clash at the end of big tournaments. And Pegula knocked out her doubles partner, Coco Gauff, in 3 sets. Gauff has been looking really good recently, but unfortunately, she's fallen to her doubles partner. And this is what she had to say. She said, "I think we're supposed to play doubles in a few hours. We'll see how I feel," because that was a really tough match. It's always tough playing your doubles partner. We know each other's games so well. It just came down to the wire at the end. Yeah, and it must be really tough because they're very good friends. Coco Gauff, a great sport. She came up, gave her a big hug. I've wished her all the best. I'm sure she'll be rooting for her in the semi-final. And some stats for Pegula as well, because she does do well in Masters. Jessica Pegula is the 6th player in the Open era to make it to the semi-finals in each of her first 3 appearances at the Canadian Open, after Yvonne Goolagong, Chris Evert, and Arantxa Sanchez-Vicario, and Steffi Graf, and Monica Seles. En plein. I'm guessing a bit of French here. It's the old French-Canadian. Right, let's get to the head-to-head between these two. We saw it earlier. It is 5-2 for Iga Swiatek, and this is where they last played. Iga did bagel her last time they played earlier this year in Doha, and before that it was in the United Cup, and Pegula did beat her. So they are 1-1 in 2023. But you see, before that, Iga had a run of 4 straight victories. This one could be closer though. I'll give you my prediction at the end. Moving on to the other 2 ladies, and we had an amazing quarterfinal. It was between Elena Rybakina and Daria Kasatkina. Match of the tournament, as Tennis Channel saying it. Almost 3.5 hours, 20 breaks of serve, and Rybakina earned a 5-7, 7-5, and then a tie-break win in the final set, where she had 4 match points saved by Kasatkina and then had to defend a match point, and then eventually came through 10-8 in the final set tiebreaker. What an incredible performance from Rybakina. And I think Jose Morgado says it best. The tie-break queen got ice in her veins in these moments like no one else. 3 a.m. 3.5-hour match. That's just crazy. 3 a.m. Can you believe that? Playing at that time. She'd get preparing herself for the US Open, you might think. And this one, another one just in admiration. Just talking about Rybakina and Kasatkina. I've never seen Elena battle as hard as she did tonight. She saved match point. She didn't get off court until 6 minutes to 3. And the 4th Masters semi-final for her. But if these last few years have taught her one thing, it's how to fight for what she wants. Well, she really, after winning Wimbledon, has become one of the best women on tour and looks like a shoo-in for the last 4 or even maybe the final in most events she plays these days. And who she's going to be playing? Well, Samsonova, back on form again. She defeated Belinda Bencic in straight sets in the quarterfinal, and she had to play 2 matches in one day. Yes, 2 matches in one day. And she saw off Sabalenka as well. I mean, doesn't get much tougher, does it? And she's into her first ever Masters semi-final. Remember when we all thought last year that Liudmila's breakout season was then? Last year, coming into the US Open, she looked fantastic. It looks like this time of year really suits her. She didn't get much love the first time, so she had to do it twice, is what they're saying here. So I'm really got a lot of admiration for Samsonova. She really has dug deep to win over a lot of fans because she doesn't get a lot of credit. I feel that now she's really going to have to start being given some credit by the critics. And if she can have a great US Open, then she definitely will. Some stats for her. She has defeated 2 top 15 players today. It was Sabalenka and Bencic, 1 more than in the entire of 2023. But she defeated Kudermetova in Abu Dhabi prior to today. Sunbeam. And we have a look at the head-to-head between the two as well. And doesn't this make for interesting reading? It is 2-0 in favour of Samsonova against Elena Rybakina. Let's have a look at when they played. They played last year in Tokyo, and it was a straight sets win for Samsonova. And then they actually played in Montreal. That was 2 years ago, and a 3-set win for Samsonova. Not the same Rybakina as now, though. Let's get on to my prediction. I'm going to go through Iga and Pegula first. And for me, I feel that this is going to be 3 sets. I feel that this tournament has been geared up for 3 sets. I feel that Iga will take the first set, though. And you know what her record's like when she takes the first one. Pegula takes the second and Iga wins it in the third. It's going to be similar to the quarterfinal, I feel, for Iga. And in the other one, this one, I feel a lot tougher to pick. Samsonova, she's just looking in scintillating form. And we've got Rybakina, the Ice Queen. I'm swayed by the head-to-head, I'm not going to lie. And I think Samsonova is going to keep this record going. She's going to go 3-0 against Rybakina, and she will meet Iga in the final. But I do feel this will also be in 3 sets. Let me know if you agree with me or not in the comments section below. And if you haven't already, smash a like, subscribe if you're new, and join us later for more tennis action.